for Dave.
That sucks for you. Good. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to SquareBodyTalk. Me and old Steve-O here. We're going to talk about some stuff. So anyways, my name's Dave, Mr. White LS1. This is my bearded brother from another mother, Steve from Fortify Offroad. Look at that beard, man. That's pretty impressive. Tonight it's all about rock crawling. How do you feel about that, Steve?
You know, I tend to err on the side of going fast, but you know what? There's a special place in my heart for some rock crawling, brother.
Right on, right on. Guys, it's good to see you up in here. Who we got up in here tonight? We got Aaron Mills. What's up, Aaron? We got, who else we got up in here? Zoomad75, good to see you. Uh-oh, C72C up in the house. Good to see you. And Bill Arrow. Right on, guys. Good to see you up in here.
What's up, Bill? I saw this guy's truck today with the Treps.
Ooh.
Dude,
that is looking, that's mean. That's sick. It's mean, it's sick. Did we lose Steve again? I think we're always losing Steve here. But anyways, all right, guys. Uh-oh. Hold on one sec. See if we can get him back here. Did we get you back? Uh-oh. We're having technical difficulties here. Anyways, we'll keep rolling along. So, you know, rock crawling is very near and dear to my heart. It's one of my favorite hobbies, and the people I've met on the trail have been amazing. Kind of just like you guys, you know? You guys are pretty awesome. So, probably the same with Steve, I would imagine. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, we're definitely flunkies here, so we could probably do better, but things happen on the internet. So what's up, guys? Tell me about your guys' night. You guys doing all right? What's happening? Yeah, his wife probably did turn the internet off on him, I'd imagine. Let's see if we can get him back here real quick. Give me just a sec. Give me a sec here. Technical difficulties. I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but I'm trying to get Steve back, and then we'll get rolling on this show here. Trying to get him. I don't know where he went. He must have lost his redneck Wi-Fi. So, Bill Arrow, I'm sitting in my yard in a lawn chair with beer, of course, staring at my truck in the driveway. You know what? If I had your truck looking the way that it did, I'd be sitting in my driveway checking it out, too. Drew Eddy building the bed floor in my truck, getting ready for Calico. Oh, damn, Calico. Hell yeah. I want to go hit that freaking gatekeeper so bad. You don't even know. Always an adventure like Blue's Clues without the cocaine. Yeah, probably, right? So he says he's coming back. Don't worry. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Maybe he forgot to plug his laptop in or something, but you know. I know. My face is broken here. Let me see if I can fix this up here. I'll probably have to wait for Steve to call me back, so we'll just have to roll with some audio for right now. So this show has gone down the tube early as usual, but I hope you guys have some beer so that you so that you'll keep up with what's going on here. The pic of Steve looks what you would see on a milk carton with the missing on it. Yeah, right. Who'd kidnap that ugly mug though? You know what I mean? Bill Arrow. He looks kind of weird, like a weirdo though. So Steve, he upped his camera to high def tonight, so at least you can see him nice and clear. All right, let's see. I think we're going to get him back here in just a sec. God, did we get you back? Oh, look at that. We're all back. I just got to fix up Steve, and we should be good to go. So I think some of the guys are still with us tonight. We were just talking trash about your face. I don't know if you heard us.
No, dude, I missed out on all the shenanigans.
Yeah. They're just saying you look like a big weirdo. That's about all.
I mean, they would be right about that. Man, what the heck? 2 weeks in a row, I can't win on this one. But There is a benefit to this. I am double fisting this right now.
Ooh.
See?
Dude, just slam them both real quick.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right there. We aren't messing around now. We definitely, at this point, are. I apologize for anybody in the background, but we're in the fuck it mode. That's
Yeah.
basically what we're at. Can they hear us?
I think they're gonna. You guys can hear us, right? You can hear me, hear Steve. You can see his ugly mug again. Steve takes two at a time. Ooh.
I see. I told you she only needs 15 seconds. You know, what happened here? Steve is giving me the pre-rape feeling. Who are these people?
No, they were saying you look like you're on a milk carton, like a missing person, because your picture was stuck like this, like on the screen. So they're like,
oh man!
all they could see was you like
man.
frozen, like. So,
oh man!
And then my mug went away, so they were just listening to some audio. We were just talking some trash. So
right. Thanks, Bill. Brogain. You know, I joke around about the lines in my face, and I tell people it's the stress. It's coming out in my beard. It's just appearing in a different color. I think that's pretty fair, right?
Oh, with that high def, yeah, you can see a little white going on up in there.
Right. These guys are like, damn, who is this guy? You know, like I cut my hair. Remember, 200 people in the chat, bro. We'll friggin' cut this. I will turn into a 20-year-old again. Like I won't actually be able to go to work. All the ladies that I work with will be like, "Hey, Steve," and they'll be like, "What's going on? I'm the IT guy." And then it'll be like some shady B film, you know, with the PORN in it. You know, that's what happens, man. I mean, you just can't stop. I mean, that's what happens.
Aaron said you shaved your butt and glued it to your face. I didn't know you were rolling with that, with all that down there, bro. That's crazy.
You know what? I do have a thing. My wife calls it the Black Forest. We'll just leave it at that.
All right. So are we gonna get back into some rock? Oh yeah, we ought to get back into some rock crawling.
Wait, we talking about some rock crawling? We talking about got our vapes, bro.
Yeah.
I could only hope that I would turn into a meme. Chris, you screenshot this shit right now. I want a meme, damn it. I want to be famous.
Want to be? Well, you need to keep your internet connection going first, because we ain't never getting to that 200 shave your beard off, because your frickin' internet connection keeps going haywire.
You know what? We know what we could do. I think we could do this. We could tell everybody this is Jeep Body Talk. JL Talk. And they'll be like, "Oh my God, my Jeep." And it'll be like, "Hey, you know what, dude? Light bars before lockers, bro.
Yeah.
You got to see where you're going so you can get where you're." I mean, how's it go, Dave?
Well, you definitely need light bars before lockers.
Right?
But that is true. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Well, I think so. Okay, so you're in that like area, that age. So you're like what my heavy line mechanic would call a flat bill dooner F, because you probably have the flat bill. You go to the dunes.
No. Hold on. Yeah. I got this, bro. We call it they're bros. But hold on a second here.
There you go. Yeah. So there's the bros.
What's up, bro?
Then there's the super bros like C72C.
Sorry, it's just.
Or is that the other Chris? I don't know.
Oh man, I mean it could be Aaron. He works on boats, so tuck your ears in.
Aaron said you got to tuck your ears.
909 for the win, man. Flat Brima. Oh Jesus God, this is so bad. This was supposed to be talking about like crawling and shit, but it just. How far are we in this? Like 7 minutes?
Bro, it went downhill. But that's okay, though, because we can get back on track, or we can do whatever. But C72C said, all right, Dave, tell us about bypasses. But I'm not sure if he's talking about shocks or if he's talking about like the way that you have to drive around obstacles in your little baby 4x4.
Wait, which truck do I own that's a baby 4x4? I don't know what you're talking about, Dave.
I think that's what Chris is talking about is the bypass. Chris? Tell us about the bypass.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna have to be really careful about how I say this. So let me think about this for a second, because this will come with breakage, and I know it will. At some point, when I feel I'm ready, I will put Ethel. Once I link it, with the 20 or the 285s with the lockers. Let's go. You name the trail and we'll go there. Well, actually, you know what? You come out to where I live.
Bro, I'll drive to Big Bear. We can go do whatever you want.
No, not you. You and me. Dave can be my spotter. We'll drive Ethel, and we'll take it, and we'll drive it everywhere.
Oh, you want to compete against C72C that's gone on one trail?
It'll be Fortify versus a Reckless Wrench.
How many trails have you successfully finished in that stuff?
Actually, ironically, he hasn't finished anything, but Ethel has a copious amount of trail miles. And I'll tell you what, we went for 2 years, and I pretty much didn't have any problems with it, despite water pumps and stuff like that. But that's all typical 6.2 crap. But yeah, I went to Big Bear. I mean, we must have gone 15, 16 times in a summer, and it was literally as much fuel as I could put in that stupid thing. And my buddy would call me. My buddy Jesse, he has a K5 with the roof rack, and it's got the winch bumper on it from Warren, and it's got coilovers on it. We would just literally summertime. We would escape to the mountains, man.
Oh, yeah.
Super fun, dude. And Ethel, she put it in, dude. Even being pretty much stock, welded diffs, man, that thing crawls, bro. That's that SM465 208. Even with the 373s, man, like it was pretty dang stupid where you could put a truck that size with
you can
body
get
panels.
You
get into some trouble.
Some good low range action. But that's the one cool thing about rock crawling is that it's a team sport. You know what I mean? All the way up from just when you're barely starting, all the way up to competition. And I think it's important to choose the right people to go with when you do it. And that's just, I mean, when you're out there, especially the kind of stuff that we're doing, like you're
far away.
You're out in the middle of the desert. If you get jammed up on some rocks, if you don't have people with you that know how to recover, if you don't have the right recovery equipment, if you're new to it, you just could just be stuck there. And so, you don't want to be out there with a bunch of assholes boozing it up. That's why our club, we don't drink when we go out. We just, we go out and try to have a good time, and I think that's definitely what it's all about. And especially recovering a vehicle. It takes a special skill set to recover a vehicle. Now, obviously, if you're just hung up, winching out, whatever, but still just a standard winch pull, sometimes there's a lot involved, so you want to make sure you have your tree savers and your snatch blocks and all that stuff. And especially if you're laying on something, you don't want to just scrape up the whole side of your vehicle. You want to make sure that somebody else is there, or the way you're pulling, you can minimize the amount of damage, so.
Well, and something that I think I want to jump in with that is Ben, poor Ben, we love you, Ben. You're awesome, but we'll talk about transmissions another day because that could be a whole episode. Anyways, moving on. One of the things that you covered about recoveries and just wheeling with the right people and everything is the fact that crawling and maybe more so than some of the other stuff because of where you're at, is pretty dangerous, right? You have a lot of the times you're crawling over rocks that are bigger than your truck. You're on trails where you can break your ankles easily, and I actually have done that. I'll get to that in a minute. But winching a vehicle is not a safe thing to do. If you don't have synthetic line and you're running, maybe you got an old worn winch from your buddy's dad's uncle, and it's got some freaking, worn out cable that's from 1970.
Yeah.
And that steel starts to splinter and the thing lets go, dude, you might not have a leg anymore. So, one of the things that we really try to do, at least with the guys that I wheel with, is safety is the first thing you worry about. Can we do this safely and not die? Because all of us got to go to work on Monday. All of us have kids. And really, we love our sport, but we don't love it so much that it's worth getting hurt over. In that way, right? Sometimes you slip and fall, whatever, who cares? But really, it's you don't want to hurt yourself, and then you don't want to hurt the trucks. And there are some guys that Drew might be one of these guys if he's in here. There you are, Drew. Your truck has some rock rash, and I know you push it, and that's cool, and I can appreciate that perspective because you're just taking this thing where it ain't supposed to be, and you're going to shut up all the haters. I am super down for that. When it's not my truck, I'll just go with Drew, and then Drew can smash on some shit, and it's cool, and we can talk shit to all the Jeep fags, and it'll be awesome, right? But there's another side of it where it's like, I like the way my square body looks the way it is right now. And I don't necessarily want to like rearrange the body panels if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Bill, you nailed it right on the head, brother, as you do always. Things can get shitty real quick.
You know, and that's the importance when you're going out to be with people you trust and be with a spotter that can get you through it safely. You know what I mean? Right. So I've been, you know, I've seen like, you know, even in our club, you know, we'll see some videos of people going through like some of the trails that we do, and they're taking rigs through that don't have sliders. They're spotting them on the wrong line. They're damaging their vehicle, and I think it hurts the, I don't know if you call it a sport, but it hurts the hobby. It hurts what we're trying to do, because we go out there, we're prepared, we respect the trail, we don't leave shit around everywhere,
right?
And we make sure everybody
leave
gets
it cleaner
safe.
Than when you got there, for God's sake, because
and
anything that people can use against us, they will.
Yeah, and everybody has a good time because they, for one, when they didn't know how to drive as well, they had a great spotter getting them through. You know, they know the difference between passenger and driver, and things work out smoothly. But when you see people who would otherwise, if they had a good spotter, have a way better experience, those people probably aren't going to go again. And then the people that are watching that video are like, well, damn, that's just stupid. Why would I ever want to do that? And like, I think that it can be enjoyed by more people. But I agree. You get these freaking dickheads out there that they have no business. They have no business doing it, because it's like you mentioned before, it's a serious deal. And like Bill said, things can happen bad fast. You know, like within a matter of 30 minutes, I broke like 10 parts on the K10 one time. You know what I mean? It's just like, things
you could
happen.
Completely grenade the whole freaking drivetrain if you don't know what the hell you're doing on accident. Slip the clutch one way, or get it bound up. That's one time, right? Like here's the other thing too that you pointed out that's interesting about being prepared and having the right people and everything, and group being cohesive, is the fact that, you know, it's really simple to take a square body that's pretty stock in, you know, semi-heavy duty drivetrain in a lot of places, and I feel like there are certain kinds of trails that, let's use Big Bear for an example, and that the only reason I use that is because I've gone all over Big Bear in Ethel. Now, whether that was comfortable or not, that's questionable. I've gone over Big Bear, and I sent you some pictures of this guy here, Lucy. She's been all over Big Bear when she was four-wheel drive, and that wasn't that comfortable. But I got a lot of places that I don't normally think that a lot of people would have tried to go through, because I was trying to prove a point. That's different, right? So like Drew said, he lives for this stuff. You know, there's a stigma that says a square body, it's a full-size truck, you know, full size. My buddy BMX Bryant, he's on CK5, dude. That thing, the rig he has, it's linked now. It's got like 120-to-1. It's still a carbureted small block, which is crazy to think. And he just crawls that thing everywhere in the Rubicon. And you know, there's a lot of different kinds of trails that you can crawl. You can crawl without getting into the rocks. You can be in just the dirt, for example, and in the mountains and stuff. And part of it for me too is like it's like okay, this is the best analogy that I can come up with. It's like going golfing versus going surfing. Okay, and don't take it the wrong way, because I actually enjoy a game of golf once in a great while, because it's peaceful. Yeah, shut the hell up, Dave. You're a freaking jeeper. You don't got no room to talk. It's peaceful. It's, you know, you're out in the open. It's beautiful when you're poking through the trees, because I love driving around in the mountains. Because where I live is all desert, you know, and it's super wide open. But when I get into the trees, I get lost in the trees, and I think it's great because you have all this nature around you, and it's this great feeling being connected to the rest of everything that's out there. And you're like, wow, you know, like, you know, there are some times where I feel like, you know, when I was riding dirt bikes and stuff, that you get out in the wilderness, you're like, man, I could be standing somewhere that nobody has ever set foot before. That's a super cool feeling. Yeah. So that adventure feeling, you don't gotta have the craziest truck in the whole friggin' world to go out there and have a great time. When you have friends with you, if you guys are doing trails that are reasonable to the vehicles that you have out there, you know, like if you have one asshole that has like a fully built Ultra 4 car, and then everybody else is in a stock, you know, half-ton square bodies on 37s, okay, be honest with yourself and go, hey, let's do a quick assessment of the vehicles and the capabilities and the drivers, because chances are, if you're driving something that's stock, you may not be as experienced, especially if you're going on a trail like that. So,
well, and everybody gets pumped up. They get like that new stock truck, and they watch the video reviews, and they're like, "Oh, I got this," and it's like, "No, you ain't got it." It's funny. So Bill Arrow says, in my neck of the woods, everyone parties up in the mountains, drinks, hit the hill climbs next to bonfire, flip over. It's terrible, and that's kind of why. Yeah, that's why. I wheel with the club that I do. I've been wheeling with them since like 2013. And, like they take a lot of time in screening people so that, when you're out, you're with the right people. And then even if you like confront people like that, you're with your good buddies and, right. Things ain't going to go down. But yeah, but that whole thing, it just ruins it for everybody, especially when you're out there with your family. You don't have to deal with that stuff, and then when you have to deal with it, it turns into a bad time,
Well, let me jump in on one thing, because I know a lot of guys talk about drinking and stuff like that. Me and my buddies, we'll have a beer, once in a while when we're out there. But all of us are responsible about it. Nobody's getting sloshed. Nobody's doing stupid stuff. Nobody's flying off the handle and being an asshole or anything like that. And that's a trust thing, right? Like I know if I go out with one of my buddies and I'm like, we're out there and we have a beer, when we stop or whatever, it's not like we're having 3 beers. We're not shooting Jaeger or anything like that. So for me, that's part of it, right? When I was growing up, my dad would stop and we'd have a beer. And that was one of the cool things is like, you sit out there on the bed of the truck and you just talk about, look at how beautiful this is, because like those are the things that when I was growing up and my stepdad actually, we would just do that. And that was the thing, I should say when we were growing up. When I was in college, I should say it's probably more appropriate. And that was the fun stuff that connected you, right? And but it was a responsible part of it, right? Like if you have a person that's around you that is not capable of containing themselves, then maybe they shouldn't be those individuals. They shouldn't be with you on the trail or exposed to the alcohol, because that obviously does change the aspects.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, that's my 2 cents on it. I just saying it. If you're going to do it, you need to be doing it in a responsible way.
Yeah. Some of the best times I've had has been, out wheeling, just seeing cool stuff and taking the boy with me, and like I think it's a safe hobby if done right. It's kind of like everything. You know what I mean? It's like It's safe up to an extent, and then that's where you have to draw the line at some places. But running the Rubicon Trail, like that was one of the like most awesome things that I did. Not only was the wheeling awesome the whole time, but like Buck Island, it's just a awesome place to camp. Rubicon Springs, I mean, it's like those are like something like awesome. So if you've never been there, you should do it.
All right, I got a question for you, Dave. I've never been on the Rubicon. I've never been to Moab. I've never been to Blazer Bash, which for God's sakes, I need to get my ass over there because all my buddies are in Blazer Bash. What do you say one time, once I get my crap dialed, we do the Rubicon? Are you down for that?
Yeah, I'm down. So you're talking about taking Ethel?
I probably would. I think once she's on a 35 or a 37 on tons, and I'll put some thought into how it's set up to make sure that I have the right gearing and stuff. And excuse me, I'd have to defer to you guys on this because I've done some crawling, but I haven't done crazy crawling. I've done crawling to the limits of the truck, right? What is a K20 on 35s or 33s going to do with welded discs? That's it. So I'm not about, I don't, maybe I need to go spend some time with Drew. Drew lives right down the road from me, and we need to hook up, brother. You need to get your ass over here and have some beer.
Did you see Bill Arrow?
No excuses.
Bill says, dude, I vaped once while I was wheeling. It turned me into a total asshole on the trail.
Don't let your friends vape.
Hey, I wonder if Bill Arrow he's like sitting out in that lawn chair, just like looking on his phone, just probably.
Dude, he could be in Tahiti right now.
He could have like his laptop out there and like I don't know, going old school or something. Have his desktop plugged in out in the house. I don't know. But,
I imagine I don't actually have a front drive shaft right now, so I don't know how that would work. There's a lot of questionable shit on Ethel right now, and I'm trying to iron all that stuff out.
Yeah. It's funny about the Rubicon, right? So like, I don't know if you've watched it, but like, so like my Jeep, like they'll take a stock one and drive it through the Rubicon and be like, oh yeah, we made it through. But it's like they had to like go through the day before and stack all the rocks and do all that shit because there ain't no way a freaking stock like that is gonna get through and like look halfway decent. So I would say like if you took your long truck through there, you would definitely need to make sure you had sliders and at least like, chop your front fenders or put some, just some kind of like, front and back bumper. And so we should, I guess, get into that because, when you're out wheeling, that like the sliders on the Jeep, if I didn't have those, like the whole side of it would be mangled. But since I have those, I can pivot around stuff and it, just protect, once you armor it up, then you're good to go.
So, so basically my overall, you guys are probably going to laugh at me. So my favorite like overland truck is the tug truck that they built with the military bed. You know what I'm talking about? That Dodge that was orange and it freaking, I don't know what they did it on. They had a Cummins in it. It had a NV 4500, I think, or I don't remember what transmission was in it, but I know it had a doubler. It had links, coilover. It was on like 40-inch traps. Like, the thing was sick. You know what I'm talking about? The one that they built on Ultimate Adventure? Or not built, but built for the Ultimate Adventure.
I've probably seen it. It's that big.
Yeah, it's a
one.
freaking old Dodge. Yeah, it's got a military trailer as the pickup bed.
Yeah,
and it's a big old beast.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Maybe it was Dirt Every Day. I don't know. Fast 626 was talking about it. You guys jump in here if you know what truck I'm talking about. But like that would be like my ideal Ethel, right? So okay, Bill. Okay, so okay, boom, done. See, Bill knows what's up. So obviously I drive this thing every day, so that's a little hard for me to pull off. So that's where I have to compromise, like, well, how big a tire could I really run? How much lift can I really run? Like, I got to be honest with myself. Maybe I would build something different to take out there, and I don't have a truck for that yet. So until I grow a money tree, it's a dream of mine. I'd love to take her though. Like seriously, like I wouldn't even give a crap if I was running the. I'd put it up 8 inches of lift or whatever I had to do to get the ground clearance so that the body didn't hit as much, and then put 40s on it just for the trip. I would do that in a second. Because, I mean, obviously, I got the suspension side of the world. I got the resources to do that. And then I'll steal Jake's friggin' truck tent.
Yeah, he doesn't. I just took a freaking tent with me. And I guess apparently we went just like at the perfect time. I think we went in September, and even at night, like I had my rain fly off. I was just like checking out the sky, like no bugs though. I think I got like one bite the whole time I was there. And then somebody else who's in our club, they went the week earlier, and he said like he just got eaten up by mosquitoes. So I think we just like went at the right time, and it was awesome. So Aaron is talking about, I think it's Aaron that's talking about Moab. Somebody was talking about like, they did Moab like 6 times or 6 trails. And, so that's the one cool thing. Like, so there's different, obviously. So like the Rubicon, I mean, it's just like boulders and, you know what I mean? So it's like, there's one rock, next rock, one rock, slide around this rock, do that. The cool thing about Moab is that it's more like slick rock, everything. There's less diff busting action and more,
Don't you have a Rubicon Jeep, Dave?
I do. That's why I bought that sucker. I had to make payments on something. I might as well do something that I can go out and have fun in.
Do you use your pinky when you hold your vape? Is that how you're supposed to do it?
Oh yeah, you gotta put it on.
Shit.
That's how you do it.
That's gay as shit, Dave. Give it up, man. Come on now. Do yourself a fucking favor, for God's sake.
That's how I drink my Coronas too.
Oh, jeez. You smoke them like you smoke poles? Oh, man. You're going to make a lot of extra money this week.
BFE. Yeah, some of that stuff out there is, but some of it, like with the slick rock, it's definitely... I like that kind of wheeling more. Like V-notches and stuff like that where you're not like dealing with boulders. Like this trail we ran last weekend, it's all big enough boulders to where if you get your tires lined up on them right, you're okay. But it's like you're so focused on what you're doing that sometimes you miss the one in front of you, so you're like bashing your diff. And then, when we got to that waterfall this weekend, we got 4 of them to the waterfall, which you're kind of in a pit trying to get over, and every single one had to winch. So we were there like 3 hours. But
was it just Jeeps?
Fun. Yeah, all Jeeps. All Jeeps.
Oh, right. That's probably why you guys had to winch. If
It
Drew
probably is.
if Drew was there, he would have fucking smashed your bitch asses. Were
Well,
you
my
vaping
K10,
the
I
whole
took
time?
my
Or?
K10 there, and
Sorry.
I couldn't even get up the waterfall because I had that turbo 400 with the 205, and I didn't have enough like oomph to get up there, and then my steering sucked. So yeah.
Oh, that's no good. We need
But
to
I didn't take
rectify
the
that.
Jeep though. Yeah.
You didn't take the Jeep? Yeah. We'll have to. Yeah, I know I'm messing with you. I definitely want to do some more trail riding around up here in Big Bear. I got to get your ass over here. I need to get the fuck out there, one or the other. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff out there, and it sounds like dude, I grew up running Cougar Buttes on my dirt bike. Okay, so freaking Ben, just give it up, dude. Just give it up. We love you, but just give up the 4L60. Zoomad, just jump in here and just tell them what's up. So anyways, Cougar Buttes, dude, it's like sandstone. There's a lot of undulating terrain. It's cool because you could kind of like, I'm going to make a left turn here. And it's like whatever you can make trails out of stuff that ain't there. Especially if you got a short wheelbase and big tires and stuff.
Tell us how to make a trail out of stuff that ain't there.
Well, you just point in the direction that you want to go and then you just go there.
Copy that.
So, like, quite literally, I grew up with some guys that had full width Jeeps on like 38s, like Dynatrack 60s. Freaking, one of my buddies had a TJ that was link front rear, 3-link in the rear, and a radius arms in the front on freaking Atlas 3-speed Atlas. That was 5-to-1 low range, and he had an NV 4500. So it was like super duper creepy crawler. And like where I grew up in Indio Hills, there's these crevices like they have at Ocotillo, but they're bigger. And like we would just pick freaking like, okay, we're going to go up this trail tonight. And we would be there for like 4 hours trying to get up this impossible trail that nobody ever went up. And like when I grew up, I was like, oh my God, like this is stupid. Like we're, right out of high school. These guys inherited some money and they built some crazy Jeeps. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And then I kept hearing, well, if you want it to be a crawler, it's got to be a Jeep, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, fuck all you guys. I'm going to build a full size because that's what I got. And that's kind of the direction I ended up going, and it failed miserably because I didn't have any money.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason I went with a square body truck is because I didn't have any money. And I like Chevys, and I was like, all right, I could pick one of these up for cheap. So.
Well, the cool thing about square bodies is as long as you have it, it ain't going nowhere. There ain't no payments. There is nothing. They can just go.
You can't sell it. You can't sell it.
You're not allowed to sell it. Like actually,
well, you can't sell it. I tried 3 times.
If you guys sell your square bodies, you will all be voted off the island. All 15 of you assholes that are still here with us right now would all be off the island. If you sell your square body, that's it. We're done. Aaron, you hear this? Don't you sell that thing. Don't you be selling that for some
unless you guys buy a Jeep.
The what?
Unless they buy a Jeep.
What?
Come wheeling in Vegas. That's right. Jeep rules. Nah, Jeep don't rule. But I love my Jeep. Actually, well, okay, I love rock crawling my Jeep. I hate driving my Jeep. That's what I hate. Because it drives like shit. The breeze comes up and you feel like you're going to crash into a wall. All right, what do you want to get? You want to get some suspension there? You want to talk about something that you know about other than crawling crevices in the middle of the night?
I'd love for this hat to like hover above my head. If Aaron, if you know how to do this, just let me know. I'm going to try and would just love for it to like float. Does that look like it's floating?
It looks weird as shit.
That's the point.
Aaron Mills says I've scrapped a couple. Dude, Aaron Mills doesn't even have a square body. He's got like some kind of Dodge thing and a Suzuki freaking Samurai freaking sidekick or something.
I heard Aaron likes Evinrude. He's like, yeah, dude, it's powered by an Evinrude 2-stroke, bro. And I'm like, oh, that's cool, Aaron. And he's like, and you're like, where's Aaron? And he's just like quiet and awkward. That's Aaron.
Okay, so let's talk about some suspension with crawling.
Buster Keaton is in the house, right? Okay.
So tell me about Buster Keaton.
Wait a second. I don't know anything about Buster Keaton here. But if you know about Buster Keaton, like that's some old school, like silent black and white camera, like no sound, like it's dubbed freaking subtitles and stuff like that. Like If you got a name Buster Keaton and your name like legitimately is Buster Keaton, you might be from like that could be the film geek in me coming out.
Bro,
Maybe
you're weird. How do you know this stuff?
we'll have to get into that later.
Yeah. What did you take? Freaking drama in high school or something like that?
My mom's ex-husband was a drama teacher, so that explains a lot. But yeah,
Nice.
so and Dave, and if you don't know what iambic pentameter is, then it's okay. I understand.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. I'm glad it went over your head. It's okay. If anybody else knows what that means, that's going to be a good laugh on their end. Anyways, so suspension.
So let's talk about leaf spring versus 4-link versus radius 4-link. Already, I guess it would be a 3-link at that point, right?
So, leaf springs. Everybody knows leaves are for trees. And Aaron likes Evan Rude. He's over here talking smack again. So yeah, leaf springs can work. So I know there's a lot of guys that have been doing like 52 swaps on the front, long shackles. They move the shackle forward. You can do 56s in the front, which I guess is a crazy thing all day. Coilovers all day. Ben and Drew, you guys are part of the elite crew here. All right, Aaron. He likes Kawasaki apparently. Some Japanese or Chinese or something. He likes Chinese Kawasaki's.
Dude, Aaron is weird, man.
Actually, he is kind of weird.
He's weird, bro. I don't know.
Everybody vote. If you think Aaron is weird, just say yes.
Yeah, say I. We'll vote him off the island.
Say I. If Aaron's weird, everybody
hashtag get off the island.
Right, hashtag put up or shut up. Aaron supposedly has some sort of like big block freaking crawler or whatever. Like we're waiting over here for like 3 years. We're like, Aaron's gonna build this cool truck.
Does he have a build thread or any like?
I mean, it could be.
Is it on CK5 even though it's a?
It fucking worked. Oh my god, that's awesome. I love you guys. I wish we had prizes. Hey, what would you guys like to see for prizes? Maybe we do giveaways. What would you guys want to see? That'd be freaking cool. Rob is right. We should probably stop. Rob's right.
What did Rob say?
He goes, he's cool. Stop bullying. He's right. Aaron is cool. Even though he's kind of weird. It's Aaron.
Oh, we triggered somebody or what?
Aaron is definitely a vape. Yeah. No, well, I mean, that actually sounds bad, right? Like, because you suck on them and then smoke comes out. That's weird. That's weird to say that.
Hello, Ruby Sanchez. What's up?
What's happening, brother? Okay, back to what we were talking about.
I think it's a chick. I think she's on Instagram. She's got a K5. I think K5.
I should probably go to the eye doctor. It's been a few years. I can't see. Okay, you know what? We need to talk about this.
What are we going to talk about?
So something happened this week. Something really special happened.
I'm almost out of beer, man. That's what's happening.
Really special. So I have to say thank you to my brothers at the CK5 Brotherhood. They voted me GM of the month. And if you look extremely close,
God,
you'll find that there's an extremely special attachment on Lucy.
You got to move it over to the right. To your right. You're right. There you go, right there.
So, how's that look?
Is that good? They can see it.
See the pink thing?
Oh, Wills85 says Steve couldn't get it up.
For your information, it is up in that picture, for God's sake. I'm just saying that that is not my vape. Quit saying that, Aaron. You guys all just over here talking smack. You just don't even know, like, the Flying Richard is the perfect name.
The Flying
There's something
Richard.
wrong with my front wheels.
Why do you guys think he won GM of the month on CK5? Was it like...
Wait.
Did you just like they had nobody and you slipped into a spot?
I think it's amazing. I don't know how this happened, but the joke's on me. Freaking Aaron. 4-1. K5 Blazer with beams, flying through the air with a dildo. Front page of CK5. How is that not the most ironic picture that ever happened in the history of the whole website?
Dude, my club's gonna be up in Sand Hollow this weekend.
Chris, and you know what? You guys all just shut up about the Bronco thing. It ain't a Bronco.
They said sympathy. Will's 87K5 said it was sympathy. That's why you won. It was like, bro, we ain't got nobody. Hey, what about that? Hey, you know, I seen this Blazer one time. Had a dildo glued to the windshield. What do you think about that? You know?
God damn it, Dave.
I bet C72C, he like voted for you.
Oh my god. Oh jeez. Hey, Steve got featured on CK5. Awesome. Dave keep posting Jeep videos. I've lost a few months in a row. Rob knows what's up, man. Like, there's been this like push, and like always a couple of votes short. Always a couple of votes short. And this truck's been on there for years, man. Like, we've been trying, and you know, I get it. You know, it's like it's pretty polarizing. Not everybody likes a two-wheel drive Blazer, especially when it has Ford parts underneath it. And I got news for you folks. This is my dream truck. So my dream truck has to have Ford parts to do what I want it to do. Enough said, right? You go for a ride in this truck.
Bitching at me about a Jeep?
Hey, you know what? It still has a square body.
Dude, you won it. You won, and Chris didn't even vote for you.
Dave, shut up and just touch your square body. Just touch it.
Hey, you know, see, somebody pointed out my body panels don't align, but...
Hey, you know what, though? They can't see that, but mine don't align either. Fucking Aaron. I'll have you know, there was no fucking tranny fluid in that rear end.
What did he say?
Steve nukes his rear end because he filled it with tranny fluid.
Oh, you still doing that?
No, bro.
Oh, because it's a Ford rear end. It can't handle, like, gear oil.
I can. I got 85 140 in it. See, Drew knows what's up. Whoop scissors, man. Lucy's over there. This is how it is. Okay, remember the Bruce Lee films where he's like, right? And he's like freaking kicking everybody's ass. Somehow he just doesn't ever get hit by anything. Well, it's exactly the same thing as Lucy's going through the dirt. She's like, and then you're like, you're in the driver's seat. You're like, hell yeah. And then most of the people like Dave that drive Jeeps are in the passenger seat. They're like, oh, I can't believe this is happening right now. This is so scary. Never been 55 miles an hour through what's bigger than, oh my God, this is so scary. Please stop the vehicle. But it's so loud I can't hear it. And I'm just like shit-eating grin, ear to ear. And I'm like, fuck yeah, this is great, bro. And I look over at him. It's so loud you can't hear him. And they're like, because I get them like halfway through the next breath. And they're like, oh, fuck. And I'm like, oh, and I grab the next gear. Fuck yeah, third gear.
So you guys see how we can't stay on topic because Steve always reverts back to
I'm sorry, dude.
doing something that he did in the whoops one time with his truck before it broke.
Hey, you know what, though? Who gives a shit? The last time, it was the fun time.
It was the one. The first time was the best time, and that was the only time.
Hey, you know what, Dave? If you don't know, you don't know, bro. Wait. Hold on a second.
Is it true if you don't use it, you lose it?
Hold on a second. I got this. Sorry, the beer is affecting me a little bit.
Bro, I don't even think I've seen you drink a beer.
I'm drinking two. Hold on. Do I got it?
It looks good. Yeah, make sure you get the flat bill.
I got to cover my eyes up. Okay, you want to know what's funny about this?
Whoa, oh, you're covering up the Bilsteiners, huh? Well, you got a sticker on your truck right behind you.
But yeah, I had to sacrifice a hat. Steve really likes playing in the mud. Listen here, Aaron, this is not how you're doing this. We don't play in the mud. We avoid the mud. The mud at all costs. We just don't go in the greasy shit. We just stay away from it.
All right, so I should tell these guys my plan on the squares, right?
Actually, I think we should talk about some square bodies.
We should. All right, so check us out. So,
what's up, James?
My wife's going out of town next weekend. Not this coming up, but the next weekend.
So wait, does that mean you're having like 13 midget hookers over at your house to play in your Jeep?
Oh, it's gonna be on.
Oh man, I thought you should do a video on that, Dave.
Hookers and Jeeps. No, anyways, no.
Well, hookers and Jeeps, bro. Like,
so she's going out of town, so I was like, maybe I'll go camping, whatever, and then I'm like, and then I was talking to my buddy at work who comes in here, Luke Fields, and he's like, dude, you need to work on your truck, and I was like, I know, man. So then I was thinking, I was like, why don't I just take that whole weekend, no kids, no wife,
no showers,
just get the K20 going. Take whatever I need out of the K10, just get it in the 20, and just get it fired up and moving out of the garage on its own power. I think I can handle that in a weekend.
I think you should do that.
I think I should. But I don't know if I can video because it's just going to, maybe I'll do a time lapse or something, but I can't be like, all right, I'm hooking up this thing and blah, 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 blah.
You should just put a camera on the ground and be like, every point in time, like you just film the whole thing, and then you cut in the parts where you're like, fucking God damn it, where you're like super pissed off and like you get ready to throw a wrench, but you realize like if I throw this, it could bounce off some shit that's expensive. And then maybe I shouldn't show it. But I'm so angry right now.
So spend all weekend, do that, do some donuts, get Dirty Mike and the boys up in there, and have a party.
Who's Mike?
Dirty Mike and the boys.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, you don't know what you're talking about. Ben's talking about. You never seen that movie, The Other Guys? Never mind.
Bill, you're a firefighter, dude? Okay, so... What the hell, Aaron? Why do you got to bring Abe in this? I like burnouts too, man. Okay. I have a disappointing fact to tell you. Sorry about this, Dave.
Bro, we don't want this show to go political. You guys do not want that because that's like, I think me and Steve were talking about doing a political show. Would that be awesome? Just drink some beers and talk about politics. But
I'm going to have to refrain on my response on this one. Do you guys want to see a political show? Yes or no?
Hashtag political. If you want to see a political show, we'll do like one show. Will be like our pilot political show. And it'll like get my channel will get like thrown off of YouTube.
Demonetize your shit. Like Dave is done.
For sure.
Whoa, there's like all kinds of no's. They don't want to hear about it, Dave. Oh man. Okay, we won't talk about it. What the hell what is Dave doing? Dave doesn't even know what he's doing right now. There was an overwhelming no fucking way. Apparently, they don't want to hear about it either.
That's probably because like. All they do is sit around watching like Tucker Carlson.
They might.
They're like, I don't want to talk about it no more. I don't want to hear it.
I understand, and I will shut my mouth. Okay, so. Okay,
look
I'm getting new tires on Friday.
We got, man, that was pretty engaging.
They definitely don't want to do that, and I respect that. I won't put them in a bad place. So, Friday I'm getting new tires.
Because everybody's pissed off.
Pretty much. Shut up, Dave. Quit talking about it. So, getting new tires on Friday. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a burnout. And then I was like...
Oh, and those 31s you got on your truck?
They're 285s, Dave.
Or something?
Dave, what size tire do you have on your Jeep?
37, 12, 50, 17.
So I'm getting 285s on Friday. And... so
yeah,
I
30
was like,
by 950s.
But I don't have a lock differential anymore, which is super gay. And I'm like, I have a questionable clutch. And then I have the ECU problem. And I was like, the responsible adult in me is like, don't do it because you'll drop the drive shaft. That's questionable also out of the bottom of the truck. So I'm really sorry, guys. I love you guys so much. And I really want to rip the fourth gear wide open burnouts in the freaking parking lot of the damn Big O tires that I'm not going to go to because my buddy at actually Tire Pros hooks me up and he has a Jeep.
A fourth gear burnout? And what vehicle are you talking about?
An Ethel.
Okay, how would you accomplish that? So we're talking about...
Whoa, wait a second, Dave. Hold on just a freaking second. You didn't see the video where I banged off 3 gears?
Oh, I got in the dirt.
No, this was on the pavement with a locked rear differential.
Oh, really?
It was the smokeless burnout. You haven't seen this burnout?
Is that the one where you're doing donuts?
Yes. That went into 3rd gear, bro.
Hold on. Stop talking. I'll show the intro. I don't think you were in 4th gear there.
Bro, put it up here. We're going to count.
It's on delay. You'll see it.
It's going to count. There's 3 gear shifts in here. I went from
3 gear shifts.
2nd to 3rd gear, bro.
Oh, I doubt it.
Ben, if you do...
Bill, I'm banged off.
What?
Bill Arrow. It cracks me
up. What did I miss?
No, because you said you banged off. You banged off. Then you banged off the gears.
This is serious shit here, goddammit.
Yeah, I think he smeared some oil on his tires.
Gears. Okay, first of all,
he probably used his like leftover Tres Flores and rubbed it all over his.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You already did Ben like 6 times. Ben's got a 6.0, dude. Like his truck's probably faster than mine, and
Ben can't do a burnout in that 4L60. He'd break the trans.
dude, he does though. No, he does. Ben doesn't fuck around. Like I don't mess. If Ben said he was ripping on it, he was ripping on it. There's no question about it. Like he's one of the few people that I don't ask like how much did you push the throttle. No, it was all the way 100%. But like if the throttle could indicate 120%, then there would be 120%.
Dude, my LS1 Camaro had a 4L60, and I beat the living crap out of that thing for more than 100,000 miles, and like I never had issue. I just kept it, put a big cooler on it, and that was it.
You know why, Dave? It's because you're a pussy. But that doesn't matter. I mean, if you can't blow up a 4L60, then like, you need bigger tires, more horsepower. That's probably the issue.
Copy. I had 315s on it.
Bro, I have blown up a 700 R4 on 33s, man. Like, come on. Oh, there it is. There's the intro.
Oh, did it just show up to you?
It did, dude. It must be in
Damn,
super.
that is a crazy-ass lag, because I just played that like 30 minutes ago.
No way. It could be that I'm like on the delay here. Oh, crap.
Could be that you don't know what you're doing over there.
Cletus McFarlane YouTube channel?
My 305 would make noise when I try to do it, but yeah, I don't think you. It's hard to do a burnout in a 305.
Ben, I know better than to bet you. Drew Eddy, what did Drew say? I wish I could do that with the 460. Okay, here's the trick. To do a burnout in a 465, you have to start in the lowest gear available. And then when you shift, expect the tires to come completely to a fucking stop. And then you have to have nitrous to spool it in freaking third gear. See, Dave, here's the thing.
I want to hear it. Tell me how to do a burnout, because obviously I don't know how to do a burnout.
I learned from an old timer. Okay, so this is what you do.
Like Mr. Miyagi?
Well, no, actually, you're gonna laugh at this. I used to have an S10 with the 4.3. It was a V6 standard cab short bed manual transmission with a locking differential from the factory. Okay, it even had a wheel hop shock. When I bought that truck, I knew that GM was serious because they had a shock pointed this way and not this way, and I was like, "That's pretty serious if the shock's pointed that way."
Sounds serious, Steve.
Right? So here's the thing. I taught my little brother to drive in that truck, and people are always afraid of manual transmissions, and I was like, well, you know, what does a 16-year-old kid want to do? Any 16-year-old kid wants to do fucking burnouts, right? And I was like, hell yeah, like, I'm a genius. I can teach this kid to drive. To this day, he drives a manual truck. Who's the best brother in the whole world? Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to take it. All right. Okay, how to do a burnout. So this is what you do, is you get set up with your steering wheel, and you get straight, okay? Because if you're not pointed in the direction you need to be pointed in, Dave, I know you don't know about this because you got Jeeps, okay? I understand, like, this might be boring for you. Basically what happens is you get your steering wheel pointed in the direction you get it in, and then you put it into gear, and then you put your foot on the clutch. For those of you that have them, if you don't, well, then you're fucking lost. And then you put your other right foot on the throttle pedal, and you start to bring that sumbitch right up to like an appropriate RPM, whatever that RPM happens to be for your engine. For me, it's about 2,500 RPMs. I just started, feathering that thing. And then this is really good for your clutch, and you should all do this. You have the clutch pedal down, and then you just do this. There's none of this lifting off the pedal. You literally, we call it sidestepping the clutch.
So are you like granny shifted and not double clutching like you should, Steve?
Fucking double clutching shit. Gotta be kidding me, man. There ain't no double clutch in this sumbitch. This is literally, you let your fucking foot off the clutch like a man. You watch that pedal flop up to the fucking top of the stopper, and you bury your foot until it bangs off the rep limiter. You stab the clutch just barely enough to grab the next gear. You bang the other gear, and this thing is screaming 6,000, 7,000 RPM, or whatever the RPM limiter is. And then you go to the next one until it stops spinning. And if it doesn't stop spinning, you just keep rowing gears. That's how you do it, Dave.
Yeah. Hey, so Ben, what stall are you running on yours? I'm curious. What stall he's running on his trans.
Chris, super slow burnouts are not way cooler. I want to see you turn the 42s 80 miles an hour without moving the front tires.
C72C said I did a burnout with an LQ4 700R4 on 37s.
Sick.
I could believe it. Two-wheel drive burnout.
James Griffin, you can put a hottest 355. Small block Chevy, more low-end torque. You know what that means? More smoke, baby.
Dude, you know, there ain't 355s ain't no joke, man. You bore
That's
them
what this
suckers
has.
out a little bit, like
This has right here.
RV cam, shit.
Whoa, wait. RV cam?
I don't
Dave,
know why I like RV
what
cams.
the fuck that means, Dave. Is it a stage 2
like
or 4?
RV cams at 305 heads.
You got a 3/4 race cam. I got my. Oh wait.
I got a full race cam and a 3/4 race cam.
A 3/4 race cam on my race.
C72C's probably got one of them half race cams.
You got one half race cam with 400, 500 fish on that thing there's right there. Son of a bitch. Did you see what happened right now?
A 30-30 cam, solid. You know, I ran a 30-30 cam in my 355, and
that's a real
damn,
partner.
that sucker went.
Dude, those are some. That's a man cam right there. Man, 3/4. Can't forget about it. I wonder if they have LS 3/4 race cams. Like, that'd be hilarious if Comp came out and they're like, okay, like on April Fool's, be like, yeah, we got our 3/4 race cam, and like part of it was like cut away.
Yeah.
They're like, you
It's
just
like
have to rev
it really rolls like 3/4, and then it's like bam, it just fucking dies.
It's all cut. You know, it's like, yeah, we call it the inverted lobe. You know, it's like negative lash or negative fucking lift. You know, the valves suck into the head farther. Oh man, good times right there. How does this have any fucking thing to do?
It has
with
nothing to do with rock crawl. These guys are probably like, I came for some crawling, and they knew it was just gonna go to crap.
Right.
So, but that's all good because we appreciate you guys rolling with us because you guys are awesome. So.
Hey, okay, Chris. So we should have called Chris. We should have Chris. Can you call Chris?
Can I call Chris?
Chris, you want to be on here right now? We're gonna talk shit.
No, he's probably not set up in his shack.
If he is, dude, I want him on here. I want to talk to him.
Talk trash.
He's probably laying in bed next to his girl, and she's probably like, "What are you watching over there? These guys are being.
Are you gonna go up there to your shack?
Can you come in? So that he might be naked right now.
Oh, he says he's in bed. Oh, he
could be naked. You know, I mean, he's awfully small, so I mean, you know, that's the way it goes. Though, do you buy clothes like in the junior section where, like, you look at the 9 to 13-year-olds and you're like, that is a really cool.
Like a 12 Slim or a.
Just like R2D2 fucking costumes fit him perfectly.
Oh my god. Sorry, Chris. Oh
I mean,
god.
like,
You're
you whistle, right? Aaron, you are not compact. Quit lying to yourself, brother. That ain't happening.
Yes, they're always cheaper.
Dude, he gets it on like the back to school sale. And
he just shops at a Kids Mart, you know.
Because I could have got the 12% off discount for the 12-year-olds, but I didn't because God damn it. Oh man, his Halloween outfits would be adorable. Yeah, right.
Oh my god,
this is bad. We kind of went off the rails on this one, Dave. I didn't know
okay, guys,
to do with it.
Tell us what you want us to talk about right now. Just put it in there. Put hashtag something or hashtag whatever, or just type what you want to hear about. Or if you guys I want you guys to come up with a subject.
Underoos, dude. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh man, that's bad. Somebody buy some and send them to Chris. Holy crap, that would be hilarious. Rock crawling hashtag. Chris is in bed.
So Chris, right side, left side. You laying with your girl? Is your girl like? Are you bothering her?
Chris.
Do you have your headphones in? Tell us more.
Yeah, right. He's over there with his little. What do they call those? The wireless iPhone headphones. What are they called? You got to be like, you're poor if you don't have them. I guess I saw a bunch of memes about it for like 3 weeks. Oh,
maybe he's wearing a onesie.
Ear pods, dude. Grown men wear onesies. Oh no. At band, there's no way. How to make a 406 live? There ain't no way. It ain't happening, brother. Love you, but it can't happen.
Here's how you make a 4L60 live.
You just don't put them in. You put it in your lawnmower and you leave it. And the Briggs & Stratton 5-horse, it just keeps turning. It never gives up. It just keeps going. You just keep putting fuel in it.
You put a big cooler in it, and you pray. And then when it starts slipping, you put Type F in it, and you drive it until it won't go no more.
And then you switch from Type F to like AW32 and friction modifier, and you're like, God, I hope this.
That was my 700 R4 secret. It was like, oh, it's slipping. Time for the Type F.
And then it's like have you ever seen that one where it's like, why won't my 700R4 go from the handle the 2-3 shift? And then you see the guy like there's smoke coming out of his ears or some shit, and it's like, I'm trying, boss. I can do it. I swear I can. And then boom, it blows up into a million pieces. Like there literally is like 1,000 memes about 4L60s. Then I will print all of them. I'll send them to you, brother. I'll send them to you.
Hey, okay, guys. So the Chinese choo-choo boy, right? What are the other names that you guys have heard for or like seen in the memes? So I want to know.
Oh, there's so many, dude.
So it was the Hanoi Ringland Buster or something like that, or
Choo-Choo Boy Turbo, dude. The Denma has like all of them, dude. He has all the memes. I'm a little envious of him because he has like.
Who's this?
Oh, the Denma, Sloppy Mechanics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh wait, we had a real question here. Quick question: is a Ford NP205 driver drop 32 spline? It's Ford spline. We don't actually know. If you turn Steve's face upside, he looks like Don King. Aaron, quit stirring.
Oh my God, are you serious?
I'm gonna try this right now. Hi, my name's Don King. I don't even know who that is.
You're not in front of me.
Does it matter? That just happened.
Not really. Okay, somebody says legit question. So we're starting off with legit question. James Griffin.
Legit. It's James Griffin. I rebuilt a 460 for a friend and it skips to second, jumps straight from first to third, and go. I actually don't know.
First to third, second to. Well, isn't there a? God dang it! I'm trying to think. Are those solenoids 1, 2, 3, 4, or is it 1, 3, 2, 4? I don't know. Somebody else might know. I bet Ben will probably know.
I have no idea.
Or does he just break them?
I have no idea. Power Glide.
Craigslist it.
Aaron, not everybody wants a dismal first gear. 1.71 to 1 is like not cool.
Yeah, Power Glide. Bam!
Forever. So my roommate in college had one in his Impala. He had a 283, totally bone stock. It wouldn't even do a burnout unless it was like wet concrete that had been like polished. And then we would literally, this is so bad, dude. I feel bad at now, like thinking about it, because the car is in pretty good shape. You literally neutral drop that bitch. We'd rev that thing up to like 4,000 RPM and then boom, just slam it into gear, dude, just to get it to spin the tires. It was so bad for it, and it never broke.
What engine did you say it had?
What is that, 283? 289?
Oh, 289.
289, I don't freaking know. I can't remember.
Ford or Chevy?
It was a Chevy, dude. I can't remember. 283?
What kind of car was it?
Impala.
Impala, yeah, all right.
Yeah. And it wasn't like donk lowered or freaking, Dayton's and shit. It was a pretty cool car, man. Like, I didn't actually know what it was in college, and I was like, man, this is a cool cruiser, man. Looking back on it, I mean, that's kind of a cool car, dude. Like, put a freaking turbo LS in it and be like, go out and just eat up Corvettes and freaking Mustangs and hurt feelings, dude. Because it's a boat. Like, you know what? Just for Rob's sake, put a turbo 8.1 in that bitch. Can you imagine?
And a what?
All of the torque.
No, but what? Put it in what?
On Impala. You leave it like skinny tire,
oh,
273
yeah.
gears,
sleeper.
turbo 400, right? And you do an 8.1, high compression 8.1, like 11 to 1. And you put a turbo on it, so like it's coming up on the top end, so it takes a little bit to spool. But when it does, all 1,000 foot-pounds of torque come in at one time, and you just disappear. And the guy in the Ferrari is like, what the fuck just happened? I can't even... Did you guys see that thing just like freight train us at 140? And they didn't even know what happened. And you're driving, it's like... You're like, oh my God, I'm going to freaking die, but I still won that race. I smoked that Ferrari.
Yeah, right.
At 140 miles an hour, and the hubcap passes you and it takes out the Prius on the side. Oh, shit.
Next time we're running out to get some
Keep going, Dave. Keep going. I have no idea why we're talking about this.
I don't either.
What? Sorry, guys.
What does Zoomat say?
James, that's not true when you have lots of octane. E85.
Somebody's asking about. So Natty Gain says, I got a Dodge Dana 60 for a few $100 and need a transfer case with a 32 spline and driver drop. Any suggestions? It's going on a 6L80E.
NP241C out of a GMT 400 be the easiest, quick and dirty. So
no, but he said driver drop.
Yeah, driver drop.
Is that driver drop on those?
All GMT 400s are driver drop.
Okay.
Yeah, basically anything.
I thought you were talking about 241C.
I'm sorry. I could be wrong on the number.
241C is like the one that's desired because it's a passenger drop.
You're right. I take that back. It's still a 241, and you guys can always correct me here. I know it's a GMT 400 4L80 application, so like anything that came behind a big block with a 4L80 or 4L85, like later 90s would have those, should have the correct 241 to stick in there, and you can get a slip yoke eliminator. 32 spline. The adapters are readily available. You should be able to figure out a way to match that up with the 6L80 or 8L80 or whatever we're talking about, because the adapter is the same adapter for an NP263 or what's the other one? Damn it, I can't remember. There's a bunch of different there's a next level up from a 241 as far as capacity is concerned. So it's like 263, XHD, and there's MP149's in there because it uses the same case house, because I looked this up today. And I can't remember what the number is, the other one, 242 maybe not, maybe it's not 242, but there's a couple of transfer cases in that range that should fix it.
You could use a Ford 205 because I think
but he's talking about if it bolts up, that's the thing.
Oh yeah.
So what else was going on there?
I think it would. No, so Zoomat said I had an RV dealer in Canada. Wondered why an 8.1 failed with twin turbos and a workhorse W22. I had to laugh when he asked Turbinski's and 8.1 with stock comp don't mix.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Especially at that altitude. Yeah, I would.
Dude, so pretty much the whole time I've been at this dealership, we've been a workhorse dealer, and now obviously they're they don't use them no more. They all gone to Fords, but there was a lot of the units where they had to add these air intakes on the front, kind of like ram air, to blow back to like number, I think it was, let's see, 1, 3, so number 7 and number, well, I guess it would be like number, let's see, 1, 3, like 3 and 5, and on the other side the same thing to keep the spark plug wires 9? For burning, because like they would get so hot up in there, depending on who the manufacturer was of the actual motorhome itself. So that was kind of crazy. But well, you're the one telling me about how to do a burnout. Just saying.
Wait a second. Hold on, Dave. I'll be right back. I got to get another beer.
Dave, you probably know Norm. Then he was... Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know Norm Goats. Yeah.
I got a beer.
You know who was the coolest, though, before Norm was Barry. That guy was freaking awesome. So that... If you know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about Barry. But he used to come in. He was this older dude from Workhorse. He was our rep. And he was telling me how he used to park cars at the Grand Ole Opry. And I think he said he, drag raced, I think it was, Elvis's car or something like that. And he got, busted by the manager. I think he said he got fired. So that was kind of crazy. And I believe him, too, because he was crazy. He was a cool old dude. Is he still around? Is Barry still around? I don't know. He was like.
Are you guys talking? Are you literally talking about work right now?
Dude, Barry was cool. If you guys knew Barry. None of you guys know Barry except for Zoomat75. All right. What do you guys got going on? What do you got, Steve? You want to wrap this sucker up with something? What do you got?
No, I ain't ready to wrap it up. I'm having a good time here.
All
right. Okay, so let's go back to what we were originally talking about. Okay, since we were talking about transfer cases, very low gears, and or a double or transfer case that's got low gears in it. What's your preference?
My preference?
Yeah.
Is an auto with somewhere around 4-1 and is probably, I don't know, 410s, 456s, 513s. somewhere around there.
Right on.
I'd always prefer auto over manual when crawling. Just because of the, you see, especially like when you're crawling V notches and stuff like that, like when you have to use the clutch, you just get that shift and you can slide down, potentially get body damage. So that's why I prefer autos.
I mean, it kind of sounds like you just can't drive, Dave. I mean, that could be the problem.
Yeah. If some of these guys have seen my wheeling in the K10, they'll know it was brutal.
Dismal. I think your problem is you don't have enough gear. Or you don't have enough case gear.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge difference. Like, if you have a manual and you're not using a doubler, like, here's the thing. So, I learned a bunch when I got a manual truck, right? Because when you have an automatic truck, you have one low-range gear. 196 to 1, maybe it's a little better. Maybe you got a 208 and it's 262 to 1, but you still have a pretty dismal first gear. So, when you get a manual truck and you have a 208 behind the manual and you're like, wow, that's a lot of gear. It's a 465 208. That's a shit ton of gear. And then you realize, like, that's lower than a stock Jeep Rubicon. And you're like, Jeep Rubicons become 4 to 1? Oh, wow, damn. Like everybody else that I would be wheeling with on the trail was yelling at me because I was going too slow because I thought it was cool to idle over everything because it was like, it's cool, right?
Well, dude, like, if you have enough low gear on the manual, I mean, you could make it look pretty too.
Well, I literally would drive around on the trails with my feet flat on the floor. I never touched the throttle, I never touched the brake, and I never touched the clutch.
Well, yeah, when you're going down dirt roads, you don't have to worry about that.
Well, no, I'm talking about trails, Dave.
Like power line, should we do a
shootout? Should we do a shootout? Like,
gotcha.
You bring your Jeep up here, and I'll get Ethel fixed. We'll put the front differential in there. I'll put a freaking mini spool in the back and the front, and we'll go out, and we'll see which one can go more places with the same size tires. So I'll put 37s on my truck, and then we'll see. Who wants to see that?
Let's do that.
Okay,
hey,
no, that's not.
I'm curious. Is Zumat 75? Is he Dirty Larry's buddy?
Who's Dirty Larry?
The dude with that. I think Dirty Larry used to work at Workhorse. I did something with Workhorses.
You may not be able to be here tonight. And Bill, with your Sterling, just 14 bolt, bro. 14 bolt for life, man. Like you know what's up. Don't be doing some stupid shit. Just come to your senses. Smack yourself, Bill. Be like, okay, wait a minute, wait. Okay, wait. Oh yeah, that's right. I was supposed to run a 14 bolt. We don't run Sterling. Who's Sterling? Like that's like the plateware you buy for your wife.
Sterling.
I'm sorry. These might be a little higher content. Oh, these are 6.5%. That 1.5% has pushed me over the edge.
Bro, this guy, he keeps talking about these numbers of beer. Why don't you just drink beer? Quit worrying about it.
Dave, this is more beer than what you have in your hand.
I need to go get another beer, but I ain't got no more.
That's right, because I bought some before I came.
The only thing I got in there is like wine coolers and freaking some crap my brother-in-law brought over, and I can't drink it.
Dave, wait a second. I'm trying to read here. If you have EFI, stick is way better. Amen to that, because I have EFI. I have E85. Granny low and 4 low is pretty nice. Aaron's like 241 doubler is 7.5 to 1. Yeah, so like Northwest Fabworks, I think, makes this thing called the I think it's EcoBox, and they take a 241 planetary and they stick it in whatever they call it, their EcoBox, and then you can stack that in front of a 241, which is stupid low. Like, unless you're driving a Samurai, you need like 200 to 1 because you have no torque. I really don't see a reason why you would need more. Now, that could be the ignorance of this whole, crawling thing on me coming into play. But really, like, there's been only a very few times where I was like, I need more gear. I can't get up this easily. Even still, it's more about you just have a little bit too much wheel speed and you can't control it.
Tell me about those IPAs again.
They're awesome. You're probably over there. This tastes like friggin' a Christmas tree. Oh my god! It's like, grow some beer, some Dave. You're drinking the freaking lagers from Mexico because you can't handle the real stuff.
The Mexican Pacifico, whatever, dude. It's all good.
It's good. I'm just fucking with you. I drink that stuff too. You guys ever seen?
Gee, you live in Cali. I'm surprised you could even find that kind of stuff.
It's legal, trust me. Drew's talking about dual SM465s. Okay, so I read about this beer build because I was like, hey, like, well, what's wrong with like dual 6.55 to 1? Like, that'd be crazy,
man.
right? Dude, somebody freaking came over here. Wait, what? That sounds like a gay cowboy name.
Bro, you're lagging again because Ben said IPAs are just pumpkin spice lattes for white males. Hey, he's got that white privilege. He's got to drink IPAs.
This is coming from a guy that's put 6 4L60s in his truck, and I still have the same junkyard $1,000 MP241.
Hashtag basic white dudes.
I'll keep my EPAs.
Your EPAs.
My EPAs. Ox said if enough people get on board for the Ox Locker, the 14-bolt, they will produce some. Does that mean we have to, like, mail in something or...
Oh, yeah, and then you might get a swag bag like Yukon sent your boy Aaron Mills today. They sent him a lanyard, a freaking ball, and a little sticker. That was awesome. What did you have to do to win that? You enter some drawing? They're like, hey, enter the drawing.
Aaron had to get on his knees. He's like, hey, guys, what's going on? My name's Aaron. Did that come out that way? There is no filter right now. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about this, Aaron. Hopefully nobody from Yukon is watching this.
Are you pulling up the picture?
I'll pull the picture up, dude. Check this shit out, Aaron.
Hey, hold it in front of the camera.
Like a freaking bandit. Look.
To your right. To your right.
It's a no bead. He's
to
got some.
To your right. There you go.
All right.
That's what he won. He won a freaking.
He won a bead.
He won the bird.
Ring, pictures with a big scary bear on it.
Oh.
I mean, like, what else is going on here? I think. Did they really? They really did. Okay, let's look at something here.
That's like their default. Like, just let's get them something.
Look at that closer, Dave. Do you see a hoop?
Do I see
That's
a hoop?
Fucking basketball, dude. Who in the hell off-road plays basketball?
I don't know. Not me. Well, I mean, I used to, but not no more.
I mean, would you be going and shooting hoops in your garage if you could?
I don't got enough room to move around in my garage as it is, so probably not.
Me neither, Dave.
I got none. Which is why I got to spend a whole weekend building the SquareBody.
Aaron, the boat mechanic, loves shooting hoops because that's what they gave him. What kind of shit is this?
I don't know.
Send me a bottle of friction additive.
Grumpy's has a question.
I'm a little miffed for Aaron on this one.
Grumpy's Garage. You see the comment? Or are you lagging behind? Because of your freaking redneck internet.
Don't be judging my redneck.
Your high desert redneck DSL.
Don't talk about my wife like that.
Dude, your wife
it's a good thing
is
she's asleep.
so...
If she heard that, she would have shot me already.
So Grumpy's Garage said, should I source 1 tons for my Blazer or just get an M1009 to make a crawler out of?
1009s did not come with tons. Thank you, Drew. Thank you, Drew. You need a 1008. That's rear locker, 456s. A 1028 comes with a front limited slip and a Detroit locker in the back with 456 gears. If you can find a 1028, that would be the ideal one to buy. But expect them to be between $6,000 and $9,000. Last time I checked was probably 6 months ago.
Check out online. Check out, is it Boyce, B-O-Y-C-E, or is it Bryce? Or they're in Salt Lake, but they're the ones that those Diesel brothers. But basically, they buy all those axles from those trucks, and so when you order it from them, I don't know if they go through the whole axle, but you can actually order it with the gear set that you want, and they set it up, and it's like super cheap. So
I'm getting heckled here. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, everybody's on. Everybody's
Steve's
on.
Gonna puke. First of all, I can handle my alcohol.
I know. You had a half a beer, Steve. You better slow down, buddy.
Half a beer. What do you think? I'm a Jeep guy? Come on now, dude. Jesus, screaming. Okay, Bill's. Everybody's who's drinking. Body up still. It's gone. See, Bill knows what's up. Steve's on satellite internet. Okay, Rob.
Yeah, but Steve, it's IPA. You got to slow down, buddy. You got to take it easy.
dude.
You can't just come out here and slam them down like that. Wow.
I didn't know this. Duretti MP M210. God damn it. 1028s also have an MP205. That I didn't know. That's kind of interesting. Ben's like, my beer is gone. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken.
Oh, dude,
and Aaron is like,
man.
that's not chicken, Ben. Do you see? Okay, who all on here? Because I know all you assholes. Y'all, Dave, why are you not on CK5? Explain that. That's it. We need an answer from you, Dave.
How come I'm not on CK5?
Why are you not on CK5 yet?
Okay, so I used to be on CK5.
We don't want a shitty answer.
My username was 92 Blazer, and when I had my 92,
it's not 1992.
I know, but I'm just saying. So
Dave,
I had an account, and then
you're gonna make an account on CK5 this week.
Then it changed so many times that I couldn't even log in because it's changed so much. Can't even keep track.
Oh, there's no changing here. You just need to get on there.
I made an account, but I can't add to our thread because then I got to pay $25 or something. So it's like, you know how? Okay, look, I don't pay for forums because I contribute to forums by posting pics of my awesome builds.
Dave, I will buy you your membership. Rob, tell him I'm not lying. I will buy Dave's $25 membership if you go on CK5. We would love to have you on there. All these guys right here, CK5.
Are these all CK5 guys?
These are CK5ers.
Oh,
this is the
awesome.
Brotherhood. We
Is
cannot let
Bill Arrow a
Brotherhood
CK5 guy?
Is
Bill Arrow a CK5 guy?
I don't know if Bill is or not.
That's awesome.
I'm not on CK5. It requires more money. Drew, quit being a bitch.
That's what I'm talking about, Drew.
You're making us depressed right now. Ben pays the $25 because you know what?
Is it 25 a year or just for life?
25 a year. You know how much I pay? I'm a vendor. You don't want to know what I pay. It doesn't matter how much I pay. But Grumpy's talking about I missed the deal of a lifetime.
Does that still get a lot of traffic?
Dude, there's a ton of traffic. Yes, there's a lot of traffic. I know the moderator's on there.
I prefer 67 to 72 Chevy trucks over like pretty much all forums, but I'm on a Chevy K5 Blazer too. But I don't know. I just never did.
It's not how you think. I promise you, it's not like Pirate. It is absolutely not like that.
I'm not butthurt, but it's like, you know, how many times can you post your build on the internet?
We know you have to be.
Good night, Ruby.
Old. You have a vape. You know, I mean, there's all these other considerations we have to make for you, Dave. But it's okay. Really, it's okay. I mean, there's no other Jeep guys that vape on that site, but you could be the only one. It'd be great.
It's okay.
Bye, Aaron.
No, Aaron's not going. I think Ruby's going.
Good night. Oh, man, this adulting thing is going to be really hard tomorrow. Grumpy's saying, I missed the deal of a lifetime, passed up a pair of tons for $1,400, and now I can't find a Dana 60 under 2K. Right? This is like first world problems right here.
Yeah.
60s, dude, are expensive. Now, so it's funny. My business partner is up in Idaho, who at some point I'd like to have on here. He's pretty smart. He's a Ford guy. We could talk so much shit to him, and he takes it just like a Ford guy would take it, too. It's great. So anyways, he's up in Idaho.
Do you have a Ford?
No, David, I don't have a Ford, dude.
I heard you had a Bronco.
You fucking asshole! Shut up.
Somebody said you had a Bronco, and you always dodge the question.
There's no such thing in my garage.
You always dodge it.
There is no such thing in my garage. I have Wi-Fi. I will literally move the camera.
Douche flute. I totally messed that up.
It's all right, Dave. We're used to you butchering the names.
I kill everybody. I think all these people though, they have easy names. Drew, Bid.
Well, you could take your donor truck.
Ron.
We're almost to 10 o'clock. It's all the friggin' the condoms
Look at
are off.
Those IPAs are really freaking getting to him.
It don't matter, bro. Hey, you know what, dude? I haven't drank like this in a few weeks, so I do that on purpose to let it out a little bit. You know what I'm talking about? I paid $300 for my Dana 60 from a late model junkyard truck under the other axles. You could all tractions. Swap a driver's transfer case and put a Super 60. Hey, Super 60s are pretty sick. They got freaking gnarly. I think it's 1410 joints in the at the axle. Dude, those things are not messing around. I'm not a Ford guy, but I have to give credit where credit is due. And they did a really good job on the ball joint 60 that is underneath the front of the Super Duty. DOOTY.
Bill says 5th beer. This chat is awesome now. So he was saying like beer 1. He's like, fuck, this sucks. And then like he gets to beer 5 and he's like, all right, it's all good.
Oh my God. RCVs. Aaron, we have no idea what the hell that means.
Bill, you got RCVs up in yours? Bro. Dude, his truck looks so... Here, I'm going to pull up a picture of it. I'm going to pull up a picture of it.
Bill, your truck is super
I got to pull up a... I was going to ask you if I could use your truck for like the avatar of this video, but I'm going to pull this up real quick because it's freaking rad.
Natty is right. I'm actually kind of on that lightweight side. You know, full-blown RCV Dana 44 with like a Detroit locker or an ARB. I'll be all right with.
Oh, here it is right here.
You all right with that? Ah, look at it. Dude, it's not zooming. Oh, there it is right there. Dude, that's so sick.
Yeah, that's sick.
Look at that. Just look at it. I mean, there's so much to say, but
make sure you guys... Here, let me get his name. Make sure you guys go check out.
It's so badass. Look at that.
Check out his Instagram.
There's all kinds of fuck you going on in that truck.
Dude, that
it just
looks mean.
It just wants to kill you.
Yeah.
It's like I don't even need a bumper.
Oh yeah, big ass trans. Is that trans or power steering cooler? What are you using?
That's I don't know. That could be his vape cooler.
Could be. Yeah, he smoked that vape one time and got pissed.
Dave, your porn just popped up. Is that okay? Like,
whoa,
wait a minute. On your screen, like what the hell?
Wait a minute.
Right?
Yeah. No,
Grumpy saying there's no 60s in Central Cali. I want to put some SD axles under my truck. I have to change my TKs. Yeah, right, dude. It's all just money. It's so stupid. Like spirals out of control, blows up, and goes down the toilet. And Drew's saying over here, Super Duty 60s have 1480 joints, so way more steering. 05 and up has 35 spine hours. Did not know that. Lots of horsepower required and lots of gear to break that shit.
That's
the
ride right there. Oh, let it zoom in. Let it zoom in.
Shit off of there. Get that shit. What
That's the ride. Oh, I just zoomed in. Bam.
Come on, man.
That's what I like to do, real stuff.
Dude, what the hell is wrong with you, Dave? Like, are you okay? Did you just have a seizure right now?
I don't know, but I'm going to go try to find another beer. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm going to talk to Ben about his suspension in the back. Did you guys hear that? Dave is not fucking around. He's got to catch up because he has 5% beers. Hey, who all likes real beer? IPAs, you know, not some fucking lager shit. Yeah. Right? So, Ben, tell me about your 4L60s. I'm pretty sure that I'll sell you the NV4500 out of my truck. We could row gears together. So like it'll be really cool because we could like be like, bah, bah, bah. Like, dude, it's just nothing more satisfying than grabbing another gear. Hell yeah, Bill. You could grab 2 gear. See, like I purposely in that video, the donuts video, nobody knows this. I purposely started in first gear thinking like it was like I didn't know it was going to even spin the tires because that was like the first time I had even tried that. And it had like 7 degrees of timing. The computer's like pulling timing because torque management was still turned on. It was all jacked up. So I was like, well, I might want to just start in low just in case I need the extra reduction. And then literally couldn't stay off of the rev limiter. So the whole time the video is going, I'm like pedaling the shit out of it. Like, damn, like I'm not trying to be on the rev limiter right now. So I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to grab another gear. So I just bang the second gear. And the same thing happened, and I'm thinking, well, fuck, now I'm in the second gear. Might as well just go to the next one. So I did the donut, and I hit the brakes, because that was for the CK5 guys. Like if you can, that's like pirouetting, right? Like, if you can slam the brakes on a little bit when you're doing a donut, like, I felt pretty cool when I did that, because I was like, oh, maybe this little 5.3 actually has a little bit of power, you know? So I'm not delusional. Don't worry. So then freaking get around that, you know, where it starts to come around a little bit. And then I was just in the throttle all the way. I let it ran it out. And then I just like ram that last third gear, just fucking ram that shit home. And it grabbed, it was like, burp. And I was like, yeah, that was worth it. I didn't even care if it shit the trans on the bottom of the truck at that point. But yeah, that was fun. And now my clutch is questionable, and I'm not actually sure how that got that way. It's okay. It's $75 on Rock Auto, so nobody cares. So what are you guys talking about on here, huh? So Bill's not rolling the IPAs. IPAs for life. Ben, Greg knows what's up. If Greg tells you something, you listen to Greg. He knows what's up. He's definitely the trans guy. I listen to Drew. Greg. He's an authoritative figure. If he tells you what to do, you listen to him. Let's see here. Natty's rolling on Modelo. I think is probably what you meant to say. All right, guys, got to get up at 4:30. Later, Drew. It was nice having you, brother. Bill. Let's see here. Ben's. I'm thinking the daily driver shit the head gasket. Oh fuck, man, really? That sucks. Good night, Buster. It was good to hang out with you.
Later, guys.
Natty.
Good to see you up in here.
Damn it, Aaron. There ain't no puking going on here. Cassidy. There ain't no fucking... What are you talking about, dude? There ain't no keep puking in here. Grumpy's guys, thanks for the info, guys. It would be blasphemy to put a Jay-Z or a bar in its square. Like, who would do that?
Put whatever you want a square.
Aaron's still here because he has no life. Greg's getting my valve body. Hey, you know what, Ben? There could be something wrong with your trans, bro, or your tune. Maybe the torque management's being turned off is not nice to a 4L60. Maybe that could be the problem. I don't know. Aaron, there is no puking going on, dude. Like,
do it. No.
Oh my gosh. Like, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm decently sloshed right now.
Why are you going on these tangents? So this was supposed to be about crawling. I'm not sure if we actually got. We talked about some stuff though, so it was all right. But I appreciate you guys rolling with us tonight. You guys are all awesome.
Yeah,
thank you. Thanks for rolling with us. Fun. It makes our makes my Wednesday night cool. So,
Bill,
don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because more Jeep videos coming soon. I'm working on one right now.
What is this shit? God damn it, Dave!
It's hey, there's two seasons in my life. There's build season and there's wheeling season.
I'm having a seizure. Like, come on, man, give us a break. Who doesn't want to see any more damn Jeep videos? Work on your fucking square body, for God. Like, you literally, Dave.
Bro, I cannot find the motivation to work on it right now.
Didn't you just need to like pray to the square body gods and be like, please, God, give me the motivation
to work
my fucking square bodies, for God's sake. Like, we're over here, and then Bill's like turning in. Bill's
dude,
like,
I did some like I was going steady for a minute. I like promised these guys, I'm like, dude, a video a week, we're gonna do it. And then
I was like watching it, and I saw your thing, and it's like, don't buy a Jeep, and I'm like, oh, about time where Dave gets on his shit here. He's gonna get on his freaking like soapbox, and then shut up, Aaron. You ain't doing donuts with nothing except for freaking Dunkin'. So Dave's over here. He's like, fuck Jeeps, right? And I'm like, what? Watching the video. I'm like this. It was more like this.
Who said F Jeeps?
And then I was like, this is a love letter to Jeeps.
Oh, yeah, the video. Oh, it was total clickbait, dude. I got like crazy views on it, but then it like half the people like hated it, the thumbs it down. But hey, I got some views. So.
For everybody else on the internet that's a subscriber, fuck you, Dave. This video can't be put public. The 9 assholes that are still here understand what I'm talking about. Aaron, I know what I'm saying. I'm not that drunk. Ben, if you flog that trans, I want to see that sumbitch bleeding trans fluid out of the bottom of it.
Oh, it'll puke.
Neutral drop it.
It'll puke.
6,000 RPM. Just all the way to the floor. And just put that bitch in drive and just.
We want to see it. Make sure you do a video. All right, guys. You guys take it easy. Thanks for rolling with us. I appreciate you guys. See ya.